Okay. Hello. So, this is a life video. It is not a weight loss video. Well, I mean, it's going to talk about weight loss, but it's not a weight loss video. And it's not a weigh-in. I have no idea. I have not weighed myself in like a week. It's just kind of like I said, a life video. I feel like we used to have these chats. And then, like, in the beginning, I would talk to you guys, not just about weigh-ins, but also just, like, live, and, like, just turn the camera on and talk to you guys. And that was very, like, is the word cathartic? Like, it was very therapeutic for me. And then I started to do food vlogs, which are fabulous. They're fun. But they're more involved than just talk and upload. And I started to do life vlogs, which are fun, but more involved than just talk and upload. And so I kind of got to this place where it was like, there's just not enough time. But I think that I want to go back to having these life chat things with you guys, because they're helpful, and I like them. So we're going to do that. Okay. Confession time. Because we're going to sit down and have confessions. So I have been dealing with, I think that I really try not to put out too much negativity, because I feel like it really doesn't help anything to, like, seep negativity into the universe. And I'm not saying it's negative to complain. I think everybody needs to complain and vent, but I try not to be, I don't know, constantly complaining. I have fibro. I am in pain a lot. And most people who know me know that. And I don't feel like I need to say it to them every day. I feel like, though, because I don't complain all the time, they assume it's either not that bad or I don't feel it that day. So, anyway, but I don't really care. It's not like I need people to know. It's just, it's what I deal with. So, the pain, and I've also been dealing with, the pain has been bad since earlier in the year, and I think that I think that I have a tendency to be up or down, like a manic depressive type of thing. And I'm not joking or belittling that. Actually, I have attention deficit, and as I was diagnosed as a child, and then I was re-diagnosed as a young adult, like around 20, and then around 27, I was re-diagnosed again as attention deficit. But also the lady was like, I think we need to look into like the bipolar type of situation. And then there were different medicines I was on, and they were horrifying. What they did to my mind and stuff were horrifying. So I wound up going off of them, and really once I was off of all medicines, it kind of, I don't know, it got better. So it's like, but I'm very up or down, probably like borderline manic depressive. Um, so I told you that because something happened to me earlier in this year, and I know I talked to you guys about the pain coming back, and about how I really thought that if I stayed in front of it, I was going to be able to avoid it. So I think when I got like so much pain that I couldn't even move, it didn't just hurt my body. It really kind of crippled my spirit in a way. Like, I felt so lost and so overwhelmed, and like, how do you readjust to the fact that there is nothing you can do to avoid it. So I think that I went into a place of depression where I've been for a couple of months. But the crazy thing is I'm happy. It's like a happy depressed. I think it's a chemical depression. Like something is really just off because I am happy. I love my children. I love my wife. I have a fantastic life. I have no real reason to be depressed. Even the pain, I mean, it's not like I'm having to worry about going to work or anything like that. I mean, considering my situation, I have the best of the situation could be. But there's still like a sadness and like a, I don't know, and my anxiety level has been through the roof. I know in my spirit everything's fine. I know in my logical brain everything's fine, and yet my body is reacting like I'm scared, and my irrational brain is taking off on these like crazy trips, like, oh, I couldn't get so and so on the phone, so that must mean, like, it can't just mean that they didn't answer the phone. I never answer my phone and I'm not dead. But so, and then I grew up in a religious environment, like a very religious environment, and one of the things that like I was told constantly was, if you say it, you make it happen, and the power of the tongue, if you say it. And that is true. You can profess beautiful things into your life, and you can speak negative into your life, but it's not just a one-time irrational anxiety thought. But what happened was I got to a place where I became scared to talk about my fears because I didn't want to make them real. And that, my mom straight up would be like, don't say that out loud. You're going to make it happen. Like, or there you go. You made it happen. And it was like, how am I supposed to talk to you about like what I'm thinking and what I'm scared of if I can't talk to you without making it happen? And then we were also taught that your thoughts are just as, like, if you think it, it's the same as having done it. So it was like, well, now I'm thinking these scary things, and I don't know, like, there's no way to get out of their existence or whatever. I know, let me put that out there, that in my rational brain, and I don't know if this is actually the rational part of your brain, but in my rational brain and in my spirit, I know that that's not true. But there's this deep ingrained part of me that is scared all the time. So lately I have been obsessed with not leaving my house. And I do leave my house. I have to go to the grocery store. The kids have to go to dancing. I go to church. But while I'm gone, despite the smile and the conversation that I'm having with whoever, with you, if I'm talking to you, my heart is racing. I feel like I'm about to faint. I'm so scared something bad is happening to my animals at home or to my house, or that, I don't know. It's like it's I don't want to offend anybody. It's crazy, but what I'm saying is about myself. It is. I know that it's crazy. I know that it's not real, and yet I can't stop. So lately, even when I do, and it's been like hard to find the time, like we got sick and stuff like that, but to go work out, I find myself not wanting to because I don't want to leave my house. I don't really know about that or what to even do about it. So finally, I talked to my wife. I went to her and I was like, I am not happy. I am not happy. Did y'all hear that lightning? I mean, that thunder? Did you hear the lightning? No. So I was like, I'm not happy. Like, something is seriously wrong. And my weight is just ballooning, and it's making me even more unhappy. And I'm starting to feel like, and please don't take this the wrong way, but when you start to feel like you would just rather not live. And I know that it's stupid that weight can make you feel that way. And it's not the weight. It's kind of more like the failure and the like disappointment and the feeling of hopelessness when it comes to it. So I talked to her about it, and I think that that's going to make a big difference, because when I lost weight back in 2010, that is where the breaking point came, was when I talked to my wife about it. So I talked to my wife about it, and we prayed, and I think that that's going to make a big difference, is doing something in God, and and like having it be based in my heart and in my spirit, and not just in my physical realm. And also, so we prayed, and then I made a plan. Like, I wrote stuff down, and I talked to her, and I was like, listen, I know things have gotten relaxed, but when we start, and I'm starting today, this is Saturday, it's the 13th, I'm going back to old school. I do not want to go to parties. I do not want to go to Thanksgiving. I do not want to go do holidays. I do not want to sit around the table. I want to leave church. I don't want to stay for cookies and cakes and stuff. I want to go. I don't want to be in the situation. And I did that the first time. I took myself out of those situations, and I feel like I've said it so many times. Like, people are like, but you have to live your life. And it's like, yeah, but if you were an alcoholic, you wouldn't tell them that. You wouldn't say, but you have to live your life. Your friends are going to the bar. You have to live your life. I have a food addiction, and right now my anxiety and everything else is causing me to lean on that more. And am I doing it in a healthy way? Oh my God. If I had gone back to like fast food, I'd probably be 300 pounds right now. So yeah, it's a healthier situation, but is it healthy? No. Obviously, I'm gaining weight, and I don't want to be. And so I think I'm just gonna like really separate myself. And I was like, listen, I don't want to go out to eat. I don't want surprises. I don't want to go to parties. Like, that's just the end of it. No. And she was very supportive, and she's like, I'm sorry, sometimes I forget, but we're going back to that place. So it's going to be a much different situation. I am also, I had made myself a little inhaler, like a little weight loss inhaler, like aromatherapy, and it really was an amazing tool, and then I lost it. So I'm going to make myself another one, and also I have more oils coming so that I can experiment. There's like different blends that I'm working on so that I can experiment with that, because I think I'm going to try to do like a holistic approach. I'm doing completely, the pain like in my body has been so bad. I Oh, you know what? That's another thing. Because the pain. I wound up also talking. So I talked to my wife, and I also talked to my pastor, which I have a real aversion to being prayed for. I don't know why. I pray for other people. I believe in the power of prayer. I just have a hard time asking for it. I don't know. We all have things, right? So I finally talked to my pastor, because last night I was at Bible study. Well, it's a Bible-ish study. Anyway, and she patted me on my shoulder. And like, the first time she touched my shoulder, the first time she did it, it hurt. It was like shooting pain, like through my body. But I just kind of like, uh-huh. And then I said something, and she laughed and kind of like patted my shoulder twice, and I was like, I could not wince. And she was like, oh, is it a bad pain day? And I was like, it is a bad time. I am having a bad time. And I finally just told her like everything. So I feel better about that. Like, I feel like I have a powerful prayer warrior working on that. And I feel like my wife is an amazing prayer warrior, so that's being taken care of. I am, but I just can't do me. Like, I don't know. So that's all good. And then I am doing, okay, I am working on some massage oils for pain, and for some blends for fibro, and for fibro fog, and for body pain, and also a fat melter. And I will, of course, update you guys and let you know how that goes. So I'm very excited about that. Um, I don't know. All in all, I feel like I'm not happy about the situation, but I am hopeful. I feel like for the first time in a long time, like a long time, I see this little light happening, and I'm like, oh, is that the end of the tunnel? Like, is that it? I don't know. So we will see. I do think that I love doing food vlogs, and I love doing like daily vlogs. But even if I don't have those, we're gonna like hang out and have chats because that's been really good. Like I said. So yeah, that's it for now. It was just kind of like a coming clean of where I'm at, and my wife is like, leave the freaking house. She's just like, go. So I'm gonna work on that. I know that doing it is gonna make it better, and indulging it makes it worse. So I am going to get out of the house more. I'm going to definitely make the effort to go to Zumba on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Period. The end. I think that's where I'm at. And I'll also, okay, I don't know if you guys ever heard about this, but like weighted blankets. I just heard about this for the first time. I have probably talked about this here before, but my wife has always thought it was so funny because, like, our bedroom is the only place where animals are not allowed to be, so it's like the hair-free zone. So we'll do laundry, and we'll full clean laundry. So when I'm doing like a big push of laundry, I'll just dump the clean clothes on the bed so that I can keep, like, the bed's made, so I can keep doing whatever I'm doing. I love to get up under those covers with all that laundry on top and cuddle down, and I sleep so good like that. And when I told my wife that, like, she thought it was hilarious, but there have been times when I'm like, everything hurts and I don't want to get out of bed right now, and she'll be like, let me tuck you in, and she'll put me in bed, and then she'll pile like pillows and like stuffed animals on me, and I sleep for hours. So I was doing some research about autism and about Asperger's, and they mentioned a weighted blanket, and I looked into it, and I was like, oh my god, I think I need that. I think that, because sleep is not good for me, and I know that sleep is important for fibro, sleep is important for anxiety, sleep is important for weight loss. Like, I know I need to get better about sleep, so I think I need a weighted blanket, which I know that sounds nuts, but I think I need a weighted blanket. Only they're like $175 because I would like an 18 to 20 pound one. Anyway, so that I'm really working on holistic, like not just dropping the weight, but finding a way to treat all of the things that cause it to come back. And I feel like if I can find a holistic, natural way to treat those things as I lose it, then the bounce back won't be as like rough, because I think that the first time I just dropped the weight, I mean, obviously I did a lot of mental work and a lot of like getting through the funk of the brain, but I wasn't fixing it. I was just weeding through and just kind of like doing the work, and there's just so much more, because if I don't have a plan and if I don't have a treatment for pain, what happens when I lose it again and then I get into a place like I did 6 months ago? And if I don't have a plan for the anxiety, what happens when I stop wanting to leave the house to exercise? Like, so I think I'm going to try to do those things on the road. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. And I'm kind of excited. I'm cautiously optimistic. There we go. That's good. So that's it for now. And of course, I will talk to you guys later. I'm hoping that this whole new, like, not needing to have my foods all recorded to talk to you will open the door for more interaction and communication, which makes me happy. Also, yeah, no, I'm going to stop there. I'm just going to talk to you guys about the other stuff later. So, have a great Saturday. Have a good week. And see you later.